This is a Celebration.com review of the HTC SHIFT. I have here, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You can see it comes with a really nice carrying case that flips open nice and easily to display the unit. Here's the actual HTC SHIFT. This screen that we're looking at right here is actually a 7-inch screen, so it's a pretty large screen. It's not something you're going to throw in your pocket like a lot of other HTC devices, maybe even like the HTC X7500 or 7510. Those only feature a 5-inch screen, so you're getting about 2 more inches on this particular unit. Going ahead and taking a look at the front of the screen, there's actually some nice features. One of them I'll point out first is you can see here I can drag my finger across. You see a little box that appears. And I can go over to my different applications and click on applications right from the screen. And so you can select through your different apps. Up here at the top left-hand corner, we actually have a left mouse click button. So I'm on the HTC SHIFT application. I go there, I can left click it and bring it up. Or I can right click the mouse button right here as well. So you have your mouse buttons. And what those actually work with is right here, if you don't want to run your finger across the screen, it is a passive screen, so it is very, very accurate. You can see the cursor follows my finger very easily. You do have the option of using this trackpad right here. You can see it does move the mouse around. The trackpad's a little bit small, so it can be kind of hard to get right into the application. You see it kind of takes me a little bit to get over here to this application. But it's actually not too bad to use. Up on the side here, if you saw, I just clicked on the little application that was there. Actually brought up the keyboard for the unit. This keyboard itself is actually a pretty nice application. It's pretty easy to type on if you're using a stylus. You can use your fingers. You see there I can push through the buttons. So it is another option that you have. And then there is handwriting recognition. These buttons right up here allow you to go between the different options and choose which one you want to use. But again, I actually prefer on this particular device, just because of the size of the trackpad, to use my finger on the main screen here. Aside from that, we have what we call Snap View here. You see I push this button, it brings me into our Windows Mobile type of today's screen atmosphere. We have our clock here, we have our calendar, we can sync all of our contacts from Outlook with. We have our weather option, we have our contacts. Oops, I don't have it plugged into the network right now, but we do have our weather options. Very big buttons, as you can see here. We can check our calendar, our email, our SMS, our contacts, and then you actually push right here on the settings, and you can see it loads pretty quickly. It brings up our alarm, our backlight, our certificates. You can clear the storage. So basically, it's your standard Windows Mobile interface directly on the device. This can also be used with your 3G access, which is available on this unit. So I'll go ahead again here and just click that button, and that's the same shortcut we have right there. But so I click the button, it brings me back out of Snap View. Now Snap View can give you up to 200 hours of GSM usage. Then over here, if we click right here in the top right-hand button, we can see it brings up our wireless application. We got our modem, our wireless LAN, our Bluetooth, our direct push, flight mode, turn the unit on and off. We have our volume controls right here. Oops, our volume controls right there. And again, I can use my fingers. I can use the tracker on it. And one of the things I really like on this device is if you see right here, I can actually increase or decrease the brightness of the screen. So I just slightly increase it there. I'll click the wireless button to get out of it. It actually gives me a little bit clearer of a view. Next, if I click on this next button, which is right here, it'll actually bring me between my 2 resolutions. So I was just an 800 by 480, which is my standard resolution, and then 1024 by 600, which is my my secondary resolution. So that's a really nice feature. Down from the trackpad, we have our right-hand speaker here. We do have one over here on the left as well. And then we have a fingerprint reader. Really cool application there with that fingerprint reader. Looking at the top of the device, the only thing you're going to see here is your serial port to plug in your monitor. So pretty simple there. Back up at the front also, I forgot to mention, we do have a VGA video conferencing camera. And then the main functions over here on the right-hand side, we do have our hold power button, we have our memory slot, and then we have our full USB 2.0 port, which is a very nice feature. One of the things I really like about this too, sure, you can go in over here, use your small keyboard, or you can actually slide the device up and reveal a full QWERTY keyboard directly on the front of the device. So let's just take a look at that real quick. Now with this device all the way up, let me pull it up a little bit more there, a quick tilt, and the screen tilts directly up. So you actually get a really nice kind of laptop feel with the unit. Makes it very easy to use. One thing I should mention, this is an 800 megahertz processor, and I know a lot of people, one of their big concerns with the 800 megahertz processor has been running Windows Vista, especially Windows Vista Business. And it only does run on 1 gigabyte of RAM. It's a DDR2 microDIMM 4 Vista RAM. But you know what? To be quite honest, you can see even when I was just playing around with it and opening up applications, for instance, let me go over to the recycle bin here real quick. And when I double click on that recycle bin, you can see it pops up very, very quickly. I was actually really impressed with the speed of the unit. I didn't really have any freezing, which kind of surprised me. I have an AMD 3600 processor that runs 2 gigabytes with liquid cooling, and that one freezes up with Vista. So I don't know if they just went ahead and optimized Vista usage. You can see right here how quickly when I push on different applications, they actually open up in the screen. So I mean, overall it's a very quick. Let me get in there here. I'll click on my computer really quick. Double click it. There you go. Pops up very quickly. You can see that it actually pops up very, very quickly. It's very, very easy to use. Again, you can use this tracker. You got your left mouse button here, and it closes it very quickly. I actually did spend a lot of time going back to this Snap View. Just playing around in Snap View. You can set up multiple email accounts. You can set up your calendars. There you go. Set up your email accounts. You can look at your text messaging. It is important to note that this is not a phone. It does not have phone capabilities. It does have 3G capabilities. This particular unit was actually for Sprint, so it has CDMA capabilities, but there is also a GSM version available. Overall, the device is 207 millimeters across by 129 millimeters down. That is when it's closed up, so we'll go ahead and close that, and then 25 millimeters thick. So there is some thickness on the actual unit itself. The case is actually connected in here. You can remove the case, but it just makes it easier for opening, closing, and carrying around as well. The unit also does feature edge capabilities, so if you are in an area where you can't get 3G, you do have that option as well. And like I said, it is a passive touchscreen. With this particular unit, it has a 40 gigabyte hard drive with the G sensor. And the camera that is on the video conference camera here is a VGA camera with color CMOS VGA. So it's a pretty nice camera. Overall, the actual unit worked great. This is just kind of a quick look at it. Basically, you're getting all of your Vista functions along with the functionality of a Windows mobile device. So if you're in an area, let's say you're a surveyor or a contractor, maybe you're a network administrator or a traveling salesman, if you need something that's going to give you a long battery life in the Snap View mode where you can still check your email and send out emails, and you again need that full QWERTY keyboard, it's a great device for that. We currently have them over at Expansys, so make sure you check out expansys-usa.com. Now, I know at the time of this review that they're in stock. They're great little units. They come with a 1-year HTC warranty. Aside from that, if you have any questions, feel free to check out celebration.com, and we will post our full written review shortly. Thank you.